So here we have Lucy, who is dressed up as...
Commander Shepard from Mass Effect.
So why this character? Out of every character in Mass Effect, why her?
Shepard's the main character in the Mass Effect franchise. And you can actually play Shepard as either a male or a female. And I mean...
Learn something new every day.
Right? So we've had... with a lot of games, we're fairly limited in terms of really cool, kick-ass, kind of not afraid to get dirty female characters. So when I started playing Mass Effect and I was able to play Shepard as a female, it was really, really cool for me. And yeah, she's not afraid to sort of kick ass, which I like. So yeah, she's the kind of character that I think, you know, we all want to aspire to, in terms of chicks in games anyway. So yeah, and she plays the big boys. And wears, you know, body armor that actually looks like it would protect her in a fight, not that excellently shows off her boobs. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just think in heavy combat games, optimistically speaking, I'm looking at you, Bayonetta. No, and that's terrible. But yeah, I like that she's this battle-worn kind of heavy combat character that's actually really realistic, and you don't get a lot of that with female characters.
Now, with that scar, how did you do it? It looks so real.
It's actually, I cheated a bit. It's temporary, so it's temporary tattoos. So they have special effects, sort of face pieces and stuff like that, and you can sort of just put them on like you would a normal one. Those little ones you get when you're like a kid.
Oh, yeah.
And then it was just a matter of like working out placement and stuff. The character can be played as a renegade or a paragon, and when she's a renegade, she's kind of a bit more badass and making some would call them poor choices. I say you just get to shoot more things. So I really wanted to play sort of the renegade character, someone who was a bit more morally compromised.
And that outfit is absolutely amazing. How did you make it?
So I didn't make the armor myself. It was custom built by a prop maker in the States called Evil FX Props and Armor.
Oh, yeah.
He's done amazing work. He's also done work for one of the guys who voiced one of the characters in the game and stuff like that. So he's amazing, and he had one set of female army left. I jumped on it with the help of some friends, and since then, I've just kind of altered it as it went. When it got to me, it was kind of a pale grey, so we've sort of added a bit of a gloss, and we've done a bit of weathering with the paint job and stuff like that to sort of make it look a little bit more battle-weary and not quite so fresh-faced and enthusiastic. And yeah, so it's been, it's a work in progress. Like, there's still more I want to do to it over time.
Yeah.
Maybe add some bullet holes, stuff like that.
Well,
to something other than my face.
Yeah, well, I heard a saying once that an artist is never 100% happy with their work.
Exactly.
So they alter it, try to make it better, try to work for them.
Yeah, and every con I sort of do, in terms of wearing it and stuff like that, it's a new experience, so I can pick up on what needs work and what doesn't. So we've secured sort of the pieces with a lot more Velcro and stuff like that this time to sort of keep it strapped on. Sitting down isn't an option. Going to the bathroom will never happen, and I'm at peace with that.
Well, that erased my next question. Is it comfortable?
You know what? It's not too bad once you get used to it. I mean, because it's not heavy. The gun's probably the heaviest, and this is an actual replica made by the gaming company. So you know, lights up and stuff like that, and then the back. Obviously, not all my lights are working at the moment, but you've got two strips of LEDs and then a small LED light sort of that usually sits on the back there. So, yeah, when it all lights up, it's amazing. It's just it's been a long day.
Yeah, it's quite tiring going to cons. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much.
No worries. Thank you.
Hey, everybody. Calm down, the lot of you. This is actually a costume, although a lot of you won't know it, because none of you have ever seen or heard of Barbarella. This is Kim Combs, and she has.
Hello.
Now, seriously enough, Barbarella has been a staple in sci-fi since forever, and if anybody wants to know why, go watch the movie. Why her?
Why her?
Yeah.
I really love the movie. And I know it's based on old French comics. It's very much part of a very classic period in 1960s feminism, really, where it was very much about sexual liberation.
It was.
And Barbarella wasn't the only comic around that time doing similar sexual themes.
Guys, if that hasn't got your attention yet, nothing else will. Apart of a grenade going off in my hat.
So I guess the general premise of Barbarella is that she is a space ambassador.
Yep.
And in the movie, she's called out to a planet because somebody's gone missing, I believe.
And played by...
Jane Fonda.
Yep. That, seriously enough, Jane Fonda, she was like an icon for women to live in everything.
Yeah.
And Barbarella was one of those movies that just came out and said, guess what? More
We're
or less.
do it this way.
Yeah. It's sort of like, actually, it's a little bit like Rocky Horror.
A little bit, yes.
When Rocky, those of you...
Combine Rocky Horror with Star Trek.
Yeah, but...
Would probably be a pretty accurate mashup.
But here's the thing, I recently heard that Rocky Horror is being remade.
Yes, I did see that.
Now, the thing is, Rocky Horror, when it first came out, was R-rated, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just how risque it was when it came out, and I think now it's M.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
So Barbarella was from that same kind of period. It was like, oh, this is going to be a racy movie.
Woo!
And now it's pretty tame.
It's pretty tame, but they are a little bit more. You know how now in movies you like have the whole sexual build up, and then they're
Yes.
like, oh, they're lying in bed together the next day.
There
type
is
of thing.
there is no sexual build-up.
There isn't really sexual build up, but there isn't that same like blank screen in the middle, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, they jump into bed and then it's the next morning, yawn,
That-
stretch. It's very explicit about the fact that she is like actually having sex with people. It's not subtle. It's not subtle at all.
No, not at all.
So she's a space ambassador that goes around basically having sex with aliens. Not basically, she is having sex with aliens. And
some very furry men.
some very furry men. Yes, the first one is very furry.
And well, would you call it a computer? No, I mean, it's meant to be a torture device.
It's like a piano, though. There's like a keyboard
Yeah.
aspect to it, and they're playing it, and she's stuck in it, and it's a whole
No,
orgasm.
Can
we say that?
spoilers!
Sorry.
Yeah, look, hang on,
Classic.
listen. There are young kids who are even now going to Google and going, Barbarella? And you've just...
That's right, kids. It's not porn. You can buy it.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, spoilers. That's enough.
This is my first time kind of out more in public doing Barbarella.
Yeah.
I did last minute throw together a Barbarella costume for Halloween last year.
Okay.
So it's been sitting, waiting around for me to be able to wear it again.
It's not, the gun is not canon, you know. Trekkies yelling at the screen, like,
I know,
that's not
I
right!
know, but I needed a gun.
Yeah.
A spacey looking gun last
It is.
minute.
Yes.
And just getting ready for another convention next week.
Yeah, well, if
So
I
I
make
had-
a suggestion, with all the yellow and the white, go with a darker base gun. It'll set off better against the yellow.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I hope to do like a proper like foam one, because I think the one on the
Yeah.
cover actually had like little cool bubble things on it and things, and it'd be nice to be able to replicate like a cool
That's
gun.
one thing about Barbarella, I just realised. Like, you could go to shops and there's Star Trek toys and Star Wars toys and Battlestar Galactica and all this stuff. Barbarella never really, I mean,
It was
there was no
for merch.
there
I
was
think.
no
There was no merch.
no toy range. Well, okay. No toy range that you can pick up in Kmart, but I'm quite certain there was one somewhere else.
Like it.
I'm assuming. And don't tell us in the comments. We don't want to know. Just keep it to yourself.
A really nice lady comment earlier. She came
Yeah.
up. She's actually with her whole family in like Adventure
Yeah.
Time outfits, and she said, "I just want to know that I think you're really, really brave, and like kudos and props to you. Like go you." And I was like, "Yeah." So that was pretty cool. That was really uplifting.
Adventure Time meets Barbarella. That's. I don't
We
want
don't
no.
do that mashup, you
Did
guys.
no.
It doesn't need
Not
to
in the comments again. No.
There
Just
will
don't.
be fanfic now. There will be
Oh.
something.
Okay.
You opened the door.
right.
You might need to chop this bit out.
Is this the Rule 34 moment? All right. Keep the fanfic to yourselves, you sick bastards. We don't. This is a family show. I hope. Maybe, or it was before this interview started. Have a good con.
Thank you. You too.
You too. Do that again. Okay. Now I need a twirl one way, twirl the other way.